Friday then, and Saturday, Sunday, what?
Then lies again, then lies pull us then lies again, then lies pull us It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, it's Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, it's not Friday, as you guys all know.
Welcome.
It is not Friday, as you all very well know. It's Wednesday, midweek, and I think they're blasted out my window. The homies from the hood just doing their thing. Anyways, but whoa,
Yell. Just yell out there. Say, hey.
huh?
Oh, shit. Jason's getting shot at live. Oh. Just yell. I'm calling the cops.
Huh?
Do you hear those shots?
That's crazy, man.
What the heck? What happened?
Oh,
Shit. They're trying to shoot at you. Stop opening your window.
I know. Aren't you supposed to duck?
Duck and cover, dude. Next thing, we're going to see Jason's head just boom, blown off.
1 second.
Holy. Make sure SB's okay.
No, I think he was okay.
The trash can just fell.
Just another day.
But I'll tell you what, I think I see Mars out there right now. I think I see Mars. Okay, anyways, it's not Friday night. It's mid. This is a midweek special, and the idea of this show is just to touch base. It's midweek. We're almost done. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's hump night. You know what I mean? Wherever you're at on planet Earth, and for me, it was a good Wednesday, and it was a very busy Wednesday. A lot of work, which I'm thankful for, gratefully.
Same.
And,
Same.
I'm very thankful for that, and
Everything he said, but better.
and yeah, we just want to touch base. We this is supposed to be Friday Night Chisme, but you know what? I had this thought. Well, why does it have to be only on Friday? Why? Why can't we just have a spur of the moment, just midweek special where we just chit chat and talk and just push out more cool content, more good conversation, try to have more random guests. You know what I mean? And just talk some, just check in, so to speak, and keep the content going for our loyal viewers, And if you are watching this, go ahead and do the thing, the bells, the likes, the whistles, the subscribes, all that BS. Anyways, so moving forward, some things that were on my mind lately. First, before we go in, Eddie, do you have any thoughts to add initially?
No, I just wish everybody health and happiness and welcome. So I do want to point out that we are in the works behind the scenes. Our team is working very hard for you guys. So check out this new merch that just came in. It's just a test run. So, I mean, if you guys like it, let us know. If you don't, let us know. And yeah, we're working on stuff behind the scenes just for you guys. Just for you guys.
Because we love you and we care about you.
Yes, we care. We care.
Right here. Right here. Remember Sammy Sosa?
What did he like?
So, as you can see, we got another guest. She's not necessarily regular, but she's on the show every now and then. Her name is Noni.
Yes.
Noni, welcome.
No. Non I 44442 1.
Noni. Non-I.
Nonai.
She's live coming all the way from down under, Australia, to be exact. So we want to wish her a warm welcome from up top to down under.
That's a good song. Stuck in my head now. Isn't that laugh contagious, guys?
Now,
Just makes me want to join in
Is
yeah.
anybody
So
even
and
watching?
laugh.
what do you say?
Is anybody watching us?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know. Listen. All right. So let's start off with some stuff. Now, what was tripping me out earlier this week was this. What the hell? What happened? Here, look at this.
Ship's anchor may have caused massive oil spill off the southern coast of California.
Happened.
Hmm.
How did
Hmm.
you know what? You know what? Obviously, I don't understand. How something of this magnitude can happen, dude. Like, how does that happen? How does that happen? How does that happen? Like, who? Okay, let's say this is
So
true. Let's say this is
something
true.
that's interesting about that bit of news is there's hundreds of container ships stuck in the ports of LA or Long Beach. So I mean, you have hundreds of boats just chilling there. I mean, something's bound to happen. Boats are going to clash with each other, and I mean, I think that's the direct result. Like, there's a shortage of people to take off the shipping containers off the boats, or I don't know what the process goes. Maybe you can fill me in, but
So
or
they're
we
in
can.
line, like so the container, the shipping container, the ships are in line to be offloaded for several weeks to months at times. Is that what you mean?
Yep, yep. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of that. But anyways, I think that's a direct result of that. Like, you got a gang of boats just waiting to be offloaded, and I don't know. Somebody's anchor just hit another boat. Oops.
Yeah, and I was thinking that you know like, okay, so who ends up becoming here? I'll show that again. I'm sorry. Who ends up becoming responsible for that, for something like that? What is Okay? So they're going to find out if this actually happened, if this was actually the cause. They're going to find out. They're going to investigate. They're going to find out. And so what? Would you place blame on the ship, the captain of the ship? I guess. Who? Look at this. A floating barrier known as booms is set up to try to stop further incursion into the wetland. So this is a floating barrier somewhere. I can't really see. I think these points here are part of the barrier to stop it from falling in here. But look at this. Look how disgusting and what a what an absolute screw up, man. I mean, may have hooked, dragged, and torn an underwater pipeline that spilled tens of thousands of crude oil into the ocean. That's insane, bro. That is insane. Can you imagine how much it would cost just to clean this up?
So I've got a video that shows the ships waiting at the ports of LA and Long Beach.
Oh, here, let me show. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Bottleneck looks like at the
Check
ports
that
of
out.
LA and Long Beach. There are dozens of cargo ships just sitting in the water waiting to be unloaded. That's because the pandemic has spurred an increase in consumer spending. And if you add that to the shortage of truck drivers and full warehouses, this is the result. Experts say all of that
Check
will
that
create
out,
shipping
right
delays
there.
for everything from furniture to electronics to holiday toys.
It's going to be really tight getting access to products for Christmas.
Yeah, they said to start going Christmas shopping right now.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's my best guess.
So what? Santa Claus ain't coming to town or whatever. So the code has been delayed essentially.
What
That's
they say? Start Christmas shopping now.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel Black Friday. Just kidding.
yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
great
Imagine.
idea.
Kidding. That'll never happen. No. You know, I've never even taken part in Black Friday. To be honest, my whole life.
I did once, and I
You
came
know,
out with one item,
was it? How much did you save?
like $20. Everybody just grabbed everything, and it was
Yeah,
just madness.
that's what I'm saying. I never saw such great deals on any Black Friday. I never did. I don't think I ever seen any like, wow, did I get it? Like, I never saw any deal that was out of the ordinary that I probably couldn't see any other time of the year. I never have. Nani, you ever get anything good on Black Friday?
Yeah, I resell stuff.
So you take advantage of Black Friday. So you buy them and resell. All right,
Wow, that's smart.
dang girl, shoot.
Giving us ideas.
Wow, wow, that's freaking crazy. All right, well, good idea. Well, okay, so what's the cheapest thing? What's the nicest thing you got at the cheapest price? What was it?
Fire stick, $35 versus $50.
I don't remember.
Like a
Sold it
TV? You get like a
for
4K
75.
75-inch TV for like $200 or what?
No, I remember getting our AirPods for $50, and then I
Ooh,
remember
from
getting,
where? Where'd you get those for $50 from?
I think it was from Best Buy or Walmart. I forgot.
AirPods for $50?
Yeah,
That's the deal.
you never saw that? It was for like 50 or 60. I forgot. But it's 50. I think it was.
That is actually a deal right there. That's something I would go for in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because they're like $200 or like $400 for the newest ones.
I have those ones for sale. Remember? I showed you a picture of them.
Oh,
Remember? The ones that go over your head, they actually retail at $600.
AirPods.
The AirPod Max. AirPod Max. They go
What?
over your head. Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you.
I want some of those. Um, we need to get on our producer to get on that so they can put that on the expenditure list and get us some.
See? I have these for sale.
What the heck?
AirPod Max. Apple
I
AirPod
want
Max.
it.
I got these going
Headphones.
for $450. These are headphones, right? They're AirPods.
That's weird.
Look at them.
I wouldn't want those. I like the ones that were just in the ear. I
Right
like first
here.
the okay, but these are like all over and it makes your head look big. I don't want my head looking big. I'm gonna go to the gym like that. I know I see some people like that, but
Like this guy?
little ones. Yeah.
Ooh, those are nice.
Yeah. Man.
I'm not
Those are those are true soundproof. There's soundproof, and then there's true soundproof.
Looks like
That's
it's about to like guide a plane in. Plane's coming
that's
in.
what true soundproof looks like.
Look at
or
this.
like going to Victoria's Secret and buying those $5 perfumes and stuff and then reselling those for like 15.
Dang.
Damn, bro. Shoot.
Why is it like $6?
Huh?
I said they're like $6 and then sell them for like 15, 20.
That's a good deal, man.
The other ones.
That's a very, very good deal.
There's people that would go for like the one certain perfume.
What?
I don't know how to get back on there. Join meeting.
You're there. You're on it.
What?
You can see you.
I can't see you.
Open your eyes, little
I was
puppy.
talking in the chat.
Open your eyes, little puppy. Or no, what does it say? No, open your eyes. Just say when was what's his
Oh, God.
Pie Face gets blasted. Remember that in American Me when Pie Face gets blasted on the workbench on the workout bench.
I
Man,
think we can actually. I think we can actually show it, just not have audio.
send Robert Lee the link. Robert Lee, get in here.
Hey, put me in the camera.
Oh,
You are.
hold on. We get less money like that.
Hey, we can see your dick beaters on the camera.
We get less money like that. You can't cuss in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Come on. Now you guys have to edit that. Blur him out.
And
I gotta go. Mom's call.
hey, your headphones calling you. Hey, no, but hey, in American Me, yeah, when I forgot what the homie's name is, but I call him Indio when he blasts Popeye on the bench press in San Quentin or Folsom. I think it was Folsom. Uh, anyways, you gotta watch that movie. That's Chicano culture history,
What?
kind of sort of. Huh?
Why is he going lighter?
What?
Eddie's camera. Did you guys
What?
watch Squid Game yet?
What?
Did you guys watch Squid Game yet? You guys join?
No, I did watch a little bit of it, and it was a little too slow. It was trippy, psychological thriller. It was a little too slow for me though. It was just too many highs and lows, too much up and down. You know, too much going real crazy, real low, and then and then back up. Too much of that shit. It was way too much. I want it to be consistent, just off the wall, continue to go. I need like consistent, a fresh stream of dopamine hitting me. I need dopamine. If I run out of dopamine or getting dopamine, I lose interest. I don't care about it anymore. And that show had this ability to get me way up, bring me way down, and then keep me down for like another 20 minutes before I went back up again. And it was just too much. It just, you know. So I watched a few episodes, but lost track of it. I only put it this way: I've only seen one game, and that was the red light, green light one. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I didn't even watch it. But everybody keeps telling me about it.
It's not. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's okay. I'm just a tough critic.
My dad went to your house to go watch it home.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was at my house. He called me randomly. He was like, "Hey, can I come over and watch a movie? Bring some pizza?" I said, "No."
I know I was gonna come, but then I was like,
"Really?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "No way." And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, fuck it. Bring a pizza. Get over here." Came over here with fucking boli bread and eggs. A dozen of eggs and boli bread and some Inca Cola.
that's what he brought.
Yeah. He brought a bag of bolillo bread, Inca Cola, and a dozen eggs. I was like, "You want me to cook breakfast for you right now?" He's like, "Go ahead, cook the eggs, get it going. Let's put some bread." I was like,
Pizza.
yeah. I was all expecting a box of pizza ready to go. I said, "Screw it, let's do it." He brought me a freaking bag of bolillo bread, Inca Cola, and freaking a dozen eggs. He did too. He was there. I was right there. But it was cool. It was a pleasant surprise. It was cool. We watched a few episodes of Squid Game. You need to have your dad out here. He has Chisme. He has some stories, bro. He has.
Wait, who?
Huh?
Oh, my dad.
Yeah. He has some stories. He really did. He was telling me some crazy stuff about living in Mexico and all this stuff, and before he came to the United States and living in Peru, he knows about all the history of Peru, who was fighting with who, and the president of Ecuador was beefing with I forgot what country with Venezuela and all this stuff, and they try to make a South American Union or something like that, but they're always fighting, and I don't know. It was, yeah, a lot of freaking history knowledge, man. He really did. Like he understood the politics. I don't know if he understands it now, but I mean, he understood it then. He really did, and he was able to describe like which places. Oh shoot! And hey, there's Jacoby and Wagner is
What
there.
does he say? Cheese?
This is an older quote, but he's there.
He said,
Um,
"Let's get this cheese." What's
um,
going on, Jacob?
I don't think he's there anymore. But anyways,
Send him
he
the
might be
link.
there. Anyways, he had a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Let me see. Can you see who's live? Anyways, he had a lot of interesting stuff. It was interesting stuff he was able to say and describe. Um, Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, he came over. It was a trip. That was a trip. Watched Squid Game for a little bit, but it just like I said, it had a lot of highs and lows.
Squid Game?
Yeah,
Is it? Is that what you guys have been talking about this whole time?
Bella, hurry up, get on.
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
She's watching
Oh,
right
Why
now.
is she commenting? Ding dong! Wow! Ooh! All of a sudden, Bella jumps on, and we have 5 people watching now.
I know.
Yes.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes! Anyways, this whole time that you guys were talking about Squid Games or Squidward or whatever, I was looking up that scene in American Me. So he's doing the bench press, and it's an incline bench press, and he's working out, and then all of a sudden, looks like an Asian guy just walks over,
that,
and
where I told you I call him Indio. I think he's the Indian dude.
uh,
Indio. I call
and
that's the
so
nickname I gave him because I don't remember his actual nickname in the movie.
so he's getting tattooed as the guards walk away. They're doing their rounds,
My name.
and the Asian guy takes over, and then he says, "Open your eyes, vato." And he
Yeah,
opens his eyes, and he just stabs him in the center of the body. What do you call that?
the sternum.
Sternum. He stabs him in the sternum 3 times. Da, da, da. And he's like, and this is his face. He's like,
Yeah. That's what he did. Yeah, that's what he did.
so yeah, that was interesting. What's so funny? Squid Game was amazing.
Yeah, no. Real quick, just to end on that thing. That was the reason why they blasted Pie Face. I don't know if you guys don't know this, but if you watch the movie, the reason why they blasted Pie Face because he didn't want to blast the leader of the Norteño, the Nostra Familia shot caller. He was actually crimies with the Nostra Familia shot caller on the outs. And so when Santana asked Pieface in person, "Hey, we need you to take out the dude from Nostra Familia," you know what I mean? He said he didn't want to because he's like, "That was my homie." You know what I mean? Why would you want to do that? I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And so Santana, because he declined to help the mafia, Santana was like, "All right, well, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do." And as a result, he had him whacked. That's what that was about.
Wow,
Yeah,
great
it
knowledge and background
was a
on
good
that.
movie, American Me. It was really good. It was interesting. It
The
was
only piece I remember from that movie is at the very end where they throw him over the stairs. They
now that
stab
was
him like 100 times, and they throw him over the stairs.
now that was a true story. That was a
That's
true
all I remember.
that really happened. But they I don't know why Edward James almost did it that way. But the truth to it was that um, he did get blasted. The leader of the Mexican mafia, the first leader, the one who organized it, he did get blasted like 50 times. But it didn't happen in San Quentin, which is where that was taking place. It happened in Chino. No, I think it did happen. They were in Chino. It didn't happen in Chino, and it happened in Palm Hall, which is central. It's like the Palm Hall is in central. There's central Chino, there's West Yard, there's East Yard, Central Yard, and I think there's South. I don't remember. Anyways,
Me in the mirror.
but in central, that's where Palm Hall is, and that's where all the validated Mexican, like everybody who's the worst of the worst, go to Palm Hall, and that's the hole essentially. That's where that fool was at in real life, and he did get blasted and thrown over the freaking tier. I think there's three tiers in Chino in Central. There's three tiers, and but the thing they got wrong on was that it was by his own people. It was by the Norteños. The Norteños blasted him and threw him over. In Mexican Mafia, in American Meme, they depicted as his own homies do it to him, which wasn't
Hmm.
true. It was the Norteños that caught him in the shower. He was in the shower, getting out of the shower, so they caught him in there, booked him, and threw him over. And that's how he died. Yeah. And,
Wow.
and in Chino, you get well, it's not like that anymore. I think they changed it, whatever. But I mean, at one point, not too long ago, it was whenever Central was always on lockdown, and which was pretty much 23-hour a day in your cell, and you only come out for. Actually, when I was there, you never came out. You only came out once a week if you were lucky to go to yard. You came out sometimes twice a day to go eat a meal, breakfast or dinner, if you were lucky. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by lucky is if they had enough staff. And what I mean by enough staff is at least two COs for like freaking 150 inmates and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Where was everybody else? All the other COs.
That's just how it was. You know what I mean? If you're always on lockdown, why do you need so much staff? You know what I'm saying? And that's how it ever was. It was always on lockdown, so you just need one guy to be behind a desk. Nobody's out anyways. You know?
Wow.
And so back then, the only times you would get action would be to go to the shower. Like if you raise your hand, sign up for the shower, then they'll pop your cell at some appointed time, and you go get a cold shower. There was no hot water in Chino. Actually, it depended. It was like it was weird. It was either both the knobs were hot or both of them were cold. It was like it was either too hot or too cold and shit. But usually it was just no hot water. Everything was cold. Everything was just broken there. It was a trip, man. And anyways, so it was during those instances he got the cell popped, like 4 or 5 cells pop, whatever it is. One tier pops, go to the shower. No, it's only one shower up there, so with like 3 shower heads, so it'd be only a few cells. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's how you get blasted. Go to the shower. try to scrub this nalgas. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Get them nalgas. You can't even get your nalgas clean in there without getting freaking blasted. But for the record, Chino is probably by far, for me, the worst prison I ever been in. That was like, when you hear about like the world's dangerous prison, you think to yourself like, okay, what do they actually mean by danger? Okay, maybe you can get stabbed. That's dangerous, right? Police, whatever. But Chino felt dangerous. Like you knew you were in the place that was just like, danger. Everywhere you look, it was like, dude, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Every move you made, it was like, you felt tension all the time.
Really?
The time. Yeah, it just felt dangerous. It felt like no freaking joke, like a real freaking prison. You know what I mean? I've been to a couple other prisons, but none of them felt like Chino did. Chino felt like you hit the big time, and it's real here. You know what I mean? It took me 3 days to get a spoon to eat with. I was eating with my hands for 3 days.
Did you catch Bella's comment?
Yes, I dropped herself plenty of times. I didn't put my penis in anybody's rear end over it, and I didn't get anything put in mind. You know what I mean? No. Yes, I did drop the soap.
Plenty of times, he says. Plenty.
But
So,
see, my thing is,
yeah,
I took showers. I
that's
took bird
pretty
baths.
extreme. I
Huh?
mean, to hear about what you've gone through is pretty extreme and pretty intense, I
I'll
guess.
tell you what.
Not many of us can even say or even think about how it might feel
Let me tell you this.
to be in that type of
I
environment.
personally think it would do everybody good to spend at least 2 or 3 days in prison.
It should be a requirement
Yeah.
to be an American.
just to yes, on purpose. Yeah, just to go, take a tour of it. You know what I mean, and just spend a few nights. Like and live it because I'll tell you, bro, it's wicked, man. Like what really set me off, and you guys will trip out on this too. What really set me off, what really made me one of the things that really sent a chill, not a chill down my spine, but what really kind of tripped me out was in the mornings. We're talking about 4 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the like. I don't know what time it was, but it was before chow, so it had to be around anywhere from 4:30 to 5:30 a.m. The sun wasn't even out, right? And the homie, you could hear the homie yelling, "Camaradas!" Right? And he yells it on the tier, and the tier is 3 tiers high. There's two sides. You're facing both tiers are facing each other. They're 3 tiers high. There's at least 200 guys in that fucking in that building, right? And you're facing the cells are facing each other, right? And there's three stories up, and you hear this fool. It's not even light outside. And he goes, "Camaradas!" Loud, so loud, everybody can hear it, and it's and like clockwork. The whole tier responds, "See."
Like an army.
Yeah, see, like that. You know what I mean? And he goes, Buenos dias, camarada. And he says it loud, and he's like, and everybody goes, Buenos dias. And it's like an army that call it, and it never stops. Every single day, the call out goes out, and then the response follows.
Every day?
Every day. Every day. And it's like and you feel it. It's like, damn, it's just these fools are. It doesn't stop. It don't stop. And then the Woods, the whites, they do it too. Wood, and all the different races, they do the same thing. But the South started.
So you guys were just more in numbers, or
Well, yeah,
I'm so confused as far as how you would hear everybody else if you guys were so loud.
because it's no. It's one at a time. First, the South goes. First, that homie says it, and then we say "see" or we say "buenos dias," and then the next, the blacks or the whites will say it, and then usually the blacks are last. I don't know. It's just racist as hell there, but the blacks usually are last, and the Asians, they're last. They'll go, brothers and Asians, one love, and then they'll respond back, say what or one love. They'll respond back. Yeah, they'll affirm it. Yeah, they'll go, brothers and Asians, one love, like that, and then they'll go, say what, bro? They just call.
You know that a little too well. You must have been with the wrong crowd.
No, we're all together, but just in different cells on the same tier.
What do the white boys say?
Woods.
They say, the white boys say, wood pile, or how do they say, wood pile, wood. They say some shit like good morning, wood pile, good morning, or something like that. Something like that. I forgot.
Which one sounded the most prominent, the most powerful, the most like
They
damn.
They say brothers and nations, one love, like that.
The one that sounded like the most reinforced. Which one was that?
The South, 100%. The South, like I said, the South does it first. The Southern Mexicans, they say it first. They do everything first. Everybody else is later, is after them. Everybody else follows them in there. The Southern Mexicans run that freaking prison. Like, there's just no stopping them in there. You know what I mean? From the top to the bottom, they run that freaking prison, bro.
In Chino?
Yes, it is so blatant, bro. It is so obvious.
What did you
That's what's going on. That you have no choice but to bow down. You have to. You can't fight that shit. You can't.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
down.
It was it's that powerful. I mean, it's not a joke. And then check this out. Every day in Chino, and this is in Chino. Other prisons have it like this too, but in Chino is that's where the word comes out. That's where major Chino's the business, bro. So major shot corner, a lot of shit comes out of Chino. Anyways, but every day there's.
Is that a state prison or a federal prison?
Yeah, it's a state prison. Every day there's a mandatory workout, mandatory, and you have to do it. It's mandatory. The homie will literally come to your cell like a day after you get there or whatever, and he'll make you're forced to sign up for a scheduled workout every day. You're either on the first shift or the second shift. You sign up for it, right? And you think to yourself, what the hell? How does this fool know if I'm working out or not? Because we're on the cells in lockdown. The hell? Are you really gonna have a camera here? Or what are you gonna, and so the way that they know you're working out, trip out on this, bro, trip out on this, is that they have two shifts, right? The morning shift and the afternoon shift, right? So that they can accommodate you if you want to, whatever, you know what I mean? But you got to work out. The way they do it is that, and like, it doesn't matter what shift you take, you got to take one, you got to pick one. And the homie knows, the homie gets that list that you signed up on for the shift. He gets it. Whoever's running that tier, whoever is running the workout. There's actually someone in charge of running the workout, the daily routine. That guy, it's crazy, right? That guy will get the list of the shifts, who signed up for what, and he will begin the exercise. He'll say, "All right, camara," and he'll yell it out the window. Everybody can hear this. You can't say that you can't hear. You know what I mean? You have to be awake, and that's another way is how they make sure that you're awake, because you got to be awake even though it's on lockdown. You cannot sleep in there. You can sleep, but I mean, you have to be alert and oriented. So, anyways, he will call out the workouts. He'll say, "All right, we are beginning today's routine. We are going to start with 50 mountain climbers. Homies, are you ready?
It's like
Uno, dos, tres," and then they go, right? And then you'll start the workout, right? But then like he'll be random about it. He'll say, after you finish the mountain climbers, he'll say, "Okay, next routine is going to be 100 jumping jacks. Homies, camaradas, listo," like that, right? But before he calls it out, he'll literally say, he'll literally say, "Homie, homie Jason in cell 113, please lead us in the next exercise, the next routine." You hear me, Eddie? Are you there? Anyways, huh?
Boogala.
What?
His name Boogala.
Anyways, and if you don't respond back, and say, "Okay, I'll lead the next routine," then they know you were not awake, and you'll get beat up or you get taxed for it. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Anyways,
What you guys come out like?
huh?
I said, no wonder you guys come out like.
All swole? Yeah. You get beat up if you don't.
You should go.
Anyways, interesting. Yeah, where did Eddie go, man? What the hell happened? Anyways, all right, we can move on from that. That was my little spiel. Now I don't know how. Oh yeah, we started from Mexican Mafia or the whatever. Anyway, did you get
I'm
that?
right here. Yeah, I got all that.
Anyways,
The rutina and how they keep
how they catch you, yeah. And
track.
listen, if they catch you, if you don't respond back and leave the next routine, if they call on your cell, then they'll send the homie down there to freaking to tax you.
So you got beat up once or what?
Well, not for that. You don't get beat up for that. You get added on more exercise. Like if you don't respond back and they know you fucked up, like you're swooping in, they'll say, "All right, you owe us, 1,300 burpees."
And if you don't do it, then you get beat up.
Eventually, you're gonna get bombed on and rolled out. Yeah, because you're just not going with the flow.
What does it mean to be rolled out?
That never happened to you?
You get beat up and you get kicked out of your cell. You get kicked out of the whole unit. You can't program there anymore. You get rolled out. And if that were to happen to you, the odds are it's gonna. Yeah, no, I didn't.
I've only heard of that term in 90 days, 90-day lockout or
Yeah, they
lockup.
roll you out. They just roll you out of the pod or the dorm or the cell, or the freaking whole block. They roll you out. There's nothing you can do about that if that happens. You get beat
You're no
up.
longer welcome.
You're no longer welcome. And the tough part about it in prison is that, the odds are very highly likely it's going to happen to you where you land too. Wherever you go, when they find out you're going against the grain, because they always find out, bro. It's crazy, bro. But you know what? I always saw prison as sort of like a type of judgment day. You know what I mean? Because you can't run from anything in there. Where are you gonna go? You can't run from nothing in there. They find out, they know, and everywhere you go, it follows you. If Didn't program. If you went against the grain on this yard, they're going to find out when you land on the other yard, and it's really up to them. So there's a potential you could be getting ass whoopings everywhere you go until you get out. That's how people end up going like protective custody in SNY because they just can't hack it. They make one stupid mistake and miscommunication happens everywhere after that, and it just doesn't stop. You keep getting bombed on for something as petty as not working out. you know. Anyways, wait. So Michael's backstage. No, he's not. Yeah, I did keep in touch with people. I did keep in touch with some people. Let him in. He's not in, man. The hell, I don't see him.
Damn, Jason, hurry up. I'm just kidding.
He's not there. What did being in prison? Being in prison taught me to not want to go back to prison.
Who put that? Eddie, you put that?
So what?
The poll?
Giveaway?
Want to hear more stories about prison? Yes or no?
Dude, I got stories for days, dude. I got stories with riot. I got prison riot story. I've been in prison riots.
Let's see what the people have to say about that.
I've been in prison riots where check this out, where we fought 3 times in one freaking day. The cops wouldn't remove us. They would separate us and put it back in, and an hour later we'd go at it again.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy days, And every time
The harsh reality of just being in another world, another environment, and what that teaches you.
survival, it is, bro.
And you know what's crazy is some people, that's like what they strive for. But I feel like, in a sense, I mean, not in a sense, it's something that's ingrained into the young ones. They come from 3 generations of people who've just been all about the gang or the I don't know, the group, and that's all they know. So I mean, they want to be just like dad, just like grandpa, just like Theo, just like whatever. And I don't know, it's just kind of sad because when you're exposed to another reality, another environment, and the good that can bring, it's just I guess eye-opening and crazy.
You know what? After observing so many different characters and so many different situations in there, I mean, I've been sold up with lifers. People, I had this one cellie that killed 2 people, and they broke him off 50 years, 51 years, something like that, for double homicide. I've been sold up with people that were dying of cancer. You know what I mean? In there, I've been sold up with just all kinds of different people over those years, and some young cats, some older cats, and what I realize is that you're right. Like it is a lot of cultural upbringing. I'm saying cultural because it is. In some cultures, in some like Chicano cultures, like the gang life, the gang culture. When your whole family's from the hood, it's actually, I'm gonna say it is a rite of passage to go upstate to do a prison term. I used to have this joke back when that you couldn't hang out with me unless you were either had a warrant or were on parole.
Wow, that's
I didn't want to hang out with you unless you were on the run or on parole.
wow.
I feel like you just wasn't about nothing if you didn't have either going on. And I couldn't trust you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where I was at. And so and that's how the culture is a lot of times. It's like if you never got to the joint or to prison, you really don't know as much, and that's how it is. It's a graduation. It's like you made it when you get there. You get off the bus, you're like, fudge, I made it. This is what it is. The first time I went to prison, it was a 3-hour drive, and I didn't sleep none of it. I was bright-eyed and bushy-tails the whole way there. You know what I mean? As soon as I got off the bus, I was like, yeah. I heard the sirens go off already. The moment I got off the bus, I was excited, dude. I was excited. I was ready. It was crazy. The gourmet, it was usually the holidays. To be honest, it was the holidays. They hooked you up on holidays. And Wasco hooked you up. I don't think I was any holidays this year or Delano, but Delano too. Actually, Delano hooked you up. It was for dinner and Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think even New Year's actually. They just doubled up. They pretty like they would serve turkey or some shit. They would serve a turkey dinner. It was sweet potato pie, um, some turkey, a piece of ham. But they hooked you up. It was actually a good dinner, to be honest. And then on Christmas, it was like double up. It was like a big piece of chicken and some cake. It was just like a good portion. You know what I mean? And then I think they also did that for New Year's too. One year in Moscow, I think. Yeah. So those were the gourmet dishes. But other than that,
Yes.
I like the bok choy. You know what I'm saying?
Veronica just pointed out that she can hear my deep breathing
I
through
told
my
you, Eddie.
highly sensitive mic.
Yeah, just get it out of your freaking.
I thought it was my baby sleeping. I looked to the
Like Michael's
So it's just something that I have to
Anyways,
deal with. I struggle with
let's move on. Let's see. Let's take a look at. I got some stuff over here.
some
I wanted
clogged
bring up
nostrils.
this. I
It's
wanted to
because
bring up.
right there.
Huh?
The doctor will take it out. It's a big piece of God.
Rhinoscopy. Rhinoscopy. I need one at AM. Anyways, we have a few other things we wanted to show you guys. I'm sure Jason had a few other things to talk about, and I've got some things to show you guys too.
What do you got, Eddie?
Um,
Bring it up.
all right, here.
Excited.
Let me share my screen real quick. So, if you're American, you'll know about this topic. If you're not American, you'll know shortly. All right, so can you see the full screen or what can you see?
Full screen.
Alrighty then.
No.
So this Sunday, these are the top games that I think we got going on. I mean, if your team's not on here, then sorry about that. But I think that given everybody's records so far, these are like the highlights of the week. The only one that I was kind of iffy about was the 49ers and Cardinals. You got 49ers at 2-2, 2 wins, 2 losses. So versus the 4-0, I mean, is that going to be a given or do they have a chance? And then the other
They don't have
one,
a chance. Kyler Murray is going to destroy him.
I don't know. I think he's a little injured. I think his ribs are hurt or something. The Chargers and the Browns, that's going to be an interesting game.
Chargers will win that.
And then the other questionable one that I didn't highlight on here is going to be Seattle versus the Rams.
Seattle.
I don't know. The Rams defense is pretty on fire until last week.
I still say Seattle. Packers over the Bengals. I'll take the Chargers over the Browns. I'll take the Chiefs over the Bills. I think the Chiefs will pick it up. The Bills are pretty dope, but I think I'll still take the Chiefs, and I'll take the Cardinals over the Niners.
All right, and there you have it. Sunday Night Football at its finest.
Now, here's some things I was tripping on earlier. Look at this. So all these are articles on Brittany, right? But what tripped me out is she actually got freaking the hold on, I'll just remove this while I find it. But she's no longer in the conservatorship. And honestly, I didn't think that was gonna happen. How does she do that, dude? I mean, Like I thought she was having trouble, dude, or she was having trouble. I mean, she went to court and they denied it, right? Like a couple times or something. How did all of a sudden it just, she just get it? Is what kind of look at that. I cried for 2 hours because my fans are the best and a pop star on social media. She thanks the Free Britney movement for freeing her from conservatorship. What the fuck? 13 years under her father's control. Whatever with that.
So what was that about?
I don't know.
That's probably why she was in a conservatorship.
Yeah, is that bullshit like that?
Huh. Oh, Jacob said Packers.
Look at her. Hey, she's giving us a hint. She's like, dude, I'm about to go fucking ape shit.
She's like, now I can just go ham and
Yeah, I'm freaking going nuts.
spend all of the rest of my money in my name.
She's like, I'm going hard now,
Hey,
dude.
Jacob's back. He said, "Yo."
Yo, Big J.
He said,
That's funny. What's going on out here? They can just get his butts in. Wait, hold on. 49ers are the team to
team to beat. They're 2-2. But I can't say much because KC is
You know what?
1
I
and
couldn't
2.
agree with Jacob more. They are the team that will be beat.
What do you think about the 60,000 Haitian migrants trying to cross the border? Well, Juan, if you've been tuning in, you'd know that we talked about that about 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
But
and this
but
is
that's
our
a good
consensus.
question.
This is our conclusion.
That's a great question, though.
Well, we ain't got no damn clue, bro.
I'll have you refer back to our video and get back to us.
SB, we're coming. What?
SB, like Suganese.
Wait, what's SB?
SB storyboard.
Story.
Seattle board.
SB.
San Diego.
The Bay, the San Francisco Bay. We coming?
San Francisco boy.
I don't know about that.
Oh, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. You know what? It makes sense. You know, forgive us because
San Bernardino.
Because that was the furthest thing from our mind when it comes to San Francisco 49ers. Please forgive us. Look at Bella. Look, San Bernardino? He must be talking about San Bernardino. Look at Saint Benedict. Saint Benedict? You ain't talking about no
Benedict. So what's cheese? Packers. Green Bay is known for the cheese. Where's Green Bay at? I don't even know what state they're in. This whole time.
Wisconsin, bro.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wisconsin milk, moo 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 moo.
Is that a commercial? I never heard of that.
That's their freaking song. That's their like state song, Wisconsin milk.
Moo moo moo.
Yeah, moo 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 moo.
Moo 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 moo.
Milk.
Yes, Bella. Thanks for educating yourself. Now we both know.
What is this? What is that? Wait, what is? I don't fucking know what that is.
I did want to share just 2 more things. Let me display them real quick. Stop screen, share. Here's one more I wanted to share. So, what is it? This Saturday? This Friday? Let me see.
Let me tell you something, bro. Wait, I go for the cheese team too. Yum. What the fuck?
Saturday's fight. So
Where's Nani? Nani, get back in here, man.
Tyson versus Deontay, round three. Who takes the cake, guys? Whose money is on which fighter?
Tyson Fury, bro. Deontay's made his match. You can't beat him. You can't beat him.
That deserves a poll question. Let's ask the people. What do they think?
Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder can't beat Tyson Fury. That's just how that's gonna go, man. He's gonna make a valiant attempt. He's gonna be in there, but I think he's gonna get mollywopped by the seventh round. Seventh round TKO. Seventh round stoppage. Tyson Fury. By Tyson Fury. That's it. It's gonna be Wait, what? What is he talking about? What is she talking about? What are you talking about?
Who?
Bella.
Okay, I go for the
What is
cheese
that
team
title?
too. Yum.
Huh?
No idea.
No, I got the. Never mind. I don't know what you're talking about, Bella. But I don't know
What is the title of this article referring to? Explain to us that don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, she's talking about mine, maybe? I don't even know what the title of the article was. It
I know.
says
What
it
article?
says Tyson Fury fires back at lying Deontay Wilder's
Fire it up,
accusations.
man. Fire it up.
He doctored gloves en route to win. It was the same article I had pulled up. If you missed it, you missed it. I mean, I'm not going to keep it up forever.
All right. So it's just a boxing match. Bella Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Oh yeah. Okay. So the Doctor Gloves. So here's the deal. There are videos that surfaced after the fight that show some weird behavior with Tyson Fury's glove after he hit Deontay Wilder. Let's see if we can find that.
What is that? Copyrighted material?
Is it?
No. Wow, the things that humor us these days.
Let me see if I think I got it right here. Oh no, that's not it.
Says something about doctored gloves.
Well, no, his hand bent like incredibly awkward, like almost like his hand wasn't in the glove, and it folded backwards, like his. It was just very bizarre. I'm not exactly sure what could have been in there. Like, I mean, it doesn't look like it aided him in the first place, but it did look bizarre. The way his hand looked. I'm trying to find the image. I'm trying to find it right now. Let's see.
While you're looking for that, share my screen. This is the last topic I wanted to go over, and it has to do with crypto. Cryptocurrency, new up and coming Shiba Inu coin, which out of nowhere or whatever you want to think has been going up in the ranks. I guess Elon Musk tweeted something about Shiba recently, saying it was the Dogecoin killer. And yeah, it's been going up since then. So it hit an all-time high of, I mean, 0.000 like 31 or 345, something like that earlier today. Just kind of crazy for those of you cryptocurrency enthusiasts. What's your crypto? Let us know.
One second, I'm still trying to find the video. I don't know why it's all of a sudden hard to find. What the hell?
Yeah. So Dogecoin's going up. A bunch of cryptos are, um, what do they call it when they fluctuate? Volatile. I sold my stuff and went shopping. Shop for me too. I need to learn how to fish. I'm going on a fishing trip this Sunday. So anybody that has some hints, advice, knowledge, and expertise, let us know. Let me know. I would greatly appreciate it.
Because I won't tell them the I tried one thing with
Yeah, I'm trying to find this, and there's no actual clear clip, which is so bizarre.
Take a fishing pole. That's a great advice, Bella. Thank you. I'll try to remember that. So, guys, this weekend I have something special lined up for someone close to me who's getting married, and so we've planned it very well. We're going on a fishing trip this Sunday, right? But little does everybody know is it's a code word. So we bought the tickets and we have the ticket stubs to prove it, right? And we're gonna go fishing, right? Right. So come this Sunday, I'll be able to disclose everything that happened. But until then, won't be able to share that with you
Okay, look.
because we're going on a
Sorry, look.
fishing trip.
I
So
want to go.
look, see this? See this hit? They're trying to say that like
Can I
his
go on the
hand.
fishing trip?
See, look at it. See how his wrist is just backward almost. Look at it from this angle. Look, hold on. Look at it. And so he hits it. They're trying to say that I don't know where his hand would have gone. I really don't understand. But they're trying to say that he finagled his glove in a way. Look at the way his wrist snaps back. There was controversy over that over just the way his wrist looked when he hit Tyson, when he hit Deontay Wilder. It just looked like it was like a flimsy, looked fake. I don't know what impact. I don't know what the trick was with that. I don't know how that would impact it. It looks like it's just a shitty, like a crappy punch. He tried to slap him, but I don't. Whatever. But anyways, that's the whole deal about the gloves. I think
I can see him trying to hit with his palm
well, you can do that.
because I mean
I
that.
don't think that's against the rules, to be honest.
Cause I mean that'll hurt too.
Maybe it is, but he busted him upside the head with that palm or with that fist like that. Something happened. I mean, he actually the way he won the fight is that he busted up Deontay Wilder's equilibrium. Like he kept hitting him in the side of the head, I guess, with that method, or just blows to the head to the temple, messed up his equilibrium. He ended up going out. But later on said that his hand was moving in an unnatural way and during that fight, and they led them to believe that he doctored his gloves. He did something with his gloves because it didn't look natural, and that's the accusation that Tyson Fury cheated to beat Deontay Wilder. There hasn't been any conclusive evidence. It's all just hearsay. It's all just internet sleuths on the case, but nothing conclusive, and it's just hearsay. That's what they're talking about. Anyways, check this out.
Texas man's lie about paying someone with COVID to lick groceries sends him to federal prison. Hmm.
Christopher Charles Perez told investigators he was trying to scare people from the stores in order to stop them from spreading the virus to keep people safe. Now, my question is, do you think this is an extreme Karen? Is this Karen or not?
Yes.
Real quick, just to finish up what Bella's saying, yes, Bella, that's true. It was a bare knuckle boxing fighter that died a week later, suffering injuries from. He just didn't come out of a coma. He got socked up in the fight, went to the hospital, and never recovered. Dead.
What? They took him off life support?
Yeah, some I don't know exactly, but I mean he just never came back too. He just went to the hospital right after and never came back. Yeah, see,
Peach.
yeah, it's very sad. There was even comments from Dana White on UFC about how that happened, and Dana White actually, I mean, look, man, he actually went to town to explain the lengths that the UFC goes to avoid that. He even said they've been in business, they've been putting up that show over 7,000 fights for over 25 years. No one has died after any of them. This sport, it's in its like fourth year or third year, and it's already a death. But what the reasons are, are clear though. Like in some ways, like what BKFC is doing is they have this. They're taking fighters that are, on they're coming off their fourth, fifth straight loss in MMA, and they're already at the very tail end of the career, already way past their prime, and that's when that's who BKFC is taking on. If they're not taking on those guys, they're taking on guys that have almost literally most just amateur fights, like hardly anything going. They're fighting for you know peanut butter jelly sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? They're basically fighting for sandwiches and lunch meat and stuff. And and um and there's that. So I don't know. It's crazy. It's a sad story. But anyways, moving on. I thought this story was interesting. Nani, what are your thoughts on this? Is this an extreme Karen or not?
What are we talking about?
This guy.
Texas man, like
Right here. Is he being an extreme Karen, or is he just being a noble, concerned citizen?
he's being a citizen.
What do you think, Eddie?
I think he's been an
Look
extreme
what he did.
Karen to the third power. So, I mean, he paid someone sick with COVID to intentionally spread the virus. I mean,
Look, he was sentenced. He got a year for that. Just imagine pulling that stunt, all of a sudden getting broken off a year for it. You're like, what the fuck? I was just trying to help. You go to jail for a freaking year for that shit. Imagine that. You're all in the court. The United States versus Nunny. Facing charges of being an extreme Karen.
so what was the initial thing that he did?
Oh, right here, man. He posted on Facebook that he paid someone sick with COVID to intentionally spread the virus to San Antonio grocery store by licking the items. He's like, listen, I just want to let you guys know, in San Antonio and the surrounding areas, I just paid some bum to go lick a bunch of grocery store items. So hey, you want to go in there?
So he got a year for that?
Yeah,
That's just insane.
that's what I'm saying. Imagine, imagine waking up the cops at your door. Hey, bro, I mean, come with us
What?
up
I
there,
thought Bella was gonna get on. What happened to her?
over there telling what do you call it? Well, tall tales. Over there bullshit, man. Got caught up. You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of an interesting story. Crazy stuff, man. Not what? Who? Bella's coming in or what?
She said she was waiting for the baby. What does that sound? Was it like zzz, like
What?
crack
That's me breathing.
again? Vanessa has that problem too with her nose.
With her nose? She has a problem with her nose?
Clogs up the nose.
You mean mocos or what?
So I think that whoever called law enforcement on that guy is yeah, a little extreme
Just being a citizen.
Well, it was
because I
Facebook.
mean
I bet you it was Facebook. That brings us to a nice segue to this. Matter of fact,
the whistleblower. Hmm.
the old snitch.
The
Oh,
informant
snitch.
from within.
Imagine being Mark Zuckerberg seeing this chick up there just talking all kind of, just
That's
puppy.
a big huge face palm emoji. Or what is it? Face in palm emoji.
No, you said it right the first time.
You guys know what I'm talking about. Millennials.
Anyways,
It's a shake my head.
It's a SMH.
what's that mean?
Shake my head.
Basically, what this chick was saying, I watched a couple of segments on it, right?
Play that video. Let's see what she says.
No, no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, won't do that.
I'm waiting for Bella.
Architect.
Let me wait till the ad's over.
Excellent. In the meantime, you'll have 1 minute of awkwardness.
So
Oh man.
Intelligence org. So I was a product manager supporting the counter espionage team. My team directly worked on tracking Chinese participation on the platform, surveilling, say, Uyghur populations in places around the world. And you could actually find the Chinese based on them doing these kinds of things.
So Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We also saw active participation of, say, the Iran government doing espionage on other state actors. So this is definitely a thing that is happening, and I believe Facebook's consistent understaffing of counter-espionage, information operations, and counterterrorism teams is a national security issue, and I'm speaking to other parts of Congress about that.
So
She's
you were
so
saying,
smart.
in essence, that the platform, whether Facebook knows it or not, is being utilized by some of our adversaries in a way that helps push and promote their interests at the expense of American.
Yes, Facebook's still very aware that this is happening on the platform. And I believe the fact that Congress doesn't get a report of exactly how many people are working on these things internally is unacceptable, because you have a right to keep the American people safe.
Someone didn't give her a pay raise that she asked for. This is the direct result.
She is tripping, dude. She's going after old Marky boy. Oh, you see that video recently of Mark Zuckerberg? He's waiting for the door to be open for him.
No, where was that at? At an In and Out?
No, he was. I don't know. I guess it's someplace. I don't know if it was his home or not, but it was fun. I'll try to find it right now.
Isn't that just insane? Where the amount of power you feel that, or the amount of power that people feel they're entitled to, once I guess their net worth goes above a certain level. I'm above that Somebody open the door for me now. Oh, mom, you're right
Well,
there. Mom, open the door for me.
in his defense, which I don't know why I'm coming to his defense, but if I was him, I probably would be paying my driver some good money. You know what I mean? To do just that. Imagine if you're paying your let's say, he's got a limited cash, right? So let's say fine, I want one loyal driver for life, one loyal dude for life, and you pay him 100 grand, whatever, you know what I mean? Pay him a handsome, a good wage, for just to be his driver, just to be his driver. Um, yeah, I want him to open my door and close my door. You know what I mean? I'm gonna want him to do that probably. I mean, that's what I'm paying the dude for. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why I'm paying him really good money, whatever it is, to do. You
Just
know
to
what I'm saying?
drive and get you there safely.
No, I mean, look, here it is. So he just stands there. He's just standing there. Look, looks at the door. Okay, sir. Sir, I'm on my way, sir. Yes, sir. I'm coming. Sorry, it's lagging. I don't know why. But look, and then he opens. Then he gets in. Let's go back. So he's there. He's right there. See, like, you see him look. You see him look at the door. Look, boom. He sees the door. Look at this. Oh, oh yeah. Thank you, Alfred. Trip, huh? Like he's talking to somebody, the driver. Look, sees the door right there. Boom.
If you were
All
his
set.
driver, would you open the door for him?
Yeah. Pay me freaking 100 grand or 150,000, whatever. Yeah. What else am I? I mean, yeah. Look. If I was rich, I'd never open a door again. I'm serious. Yes, never open another door again in my life. I'd be barely walking, bro. People would be carrying me like they did in the olden times. Remember the kings? They carried him like 10 people would carry him on this
The
chair.
Egyptians
Yeah, carried him on the chair. Or the
or
Persians.
The Romans?
The Persians, remember in 300 Xerxes, all those people were carrying him and shit. And then when he got off the chair, they all bent over and walked on their backs and shit to the ground. That was crazy. That's what I've been doing. I'm like, yes, yes. You know, no, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing that, but I definitely would appreciate some doors open. you know. Anyways, I thought that was pretty interesting. So, all right, so Nani, let's bring you back in here. So you're saying you don't think that Texas guy with the linking COVID thing is, um,
I'm just kidding.
what are you falling asleep for? Clap, clap, dress me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep.
You're out of here? How about this one? Let's kick this one off.
So, this is a huge hit to the world of religion and specifically to the Catholic churches. So, time and time again, you hear all of these reports.
Yeah, it's
And now,
disgusting. Let me just say that.
and now finally it's surfacing again,
Finally,
but in a
yeah.
mess.
Yeah, what's going on, Nani? What you doing over there? Nani, 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 did you bring it in? Bring it in. Bring it in. Okay, I need you to bring it in.
You're here. We need you here.
I need you here.
You're here. We need you here.
We need you to get off the phone and what's that?
A silicone face mask, maybe?
What's the point?
What's the point?
That's so stupid.
Let me see how many of our followers are still with us. Oh, none. Hmm. Hmm.
All right. Well, is that it for tonight or what? I think that was fun. Didn't
I
have to
think
be an
so
all
too.
nighter. We're just chopping it up, talk about a few things. Nani, what you got? You got anything? Anything else to bring in here?
Um,
So Nani, let's give us a talk on how'd your video go tonight?
ah, no.
It went well. Nice. Okay. Well, blessed be. Uh,
Um,
hero. What the hell's that mean?
Silent L's.
I was waiting for Bella to get in.
Uh, hello. What?
Because
Uh,
you said there's nobody watching.
huh? Huh? I think she meant like that. Huh?
All right. So let's get this one thing straight, okay?
Oh, she means hello. Lemelo. Lemelo. Lemo. So, oh my God, what is
Hey,
the
so let me tell you, so I got a little something to share.
eat?
Menudo.
What?
I
Menudo.
said eat or pass, and I say eat. Don't knock it before you try it.
I'm getting kind of tired too, guys. But I think today was a pretty. Let's end it. That's a good clip. Let's clip that and let's get out of here. Now let me tell you something. It was a good little quick stream. We only went for an hour and some. You know what I mean? Talk about a couple topics. We might bring up again. We'll do it again Friday. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. But I think it was. We're just trying to kick some game, talk about some things, enjoy ourselves, and carry on some good combo. Hopefully, everybody appreciated it. Hopefully, everybody laughed. Maybe we'll cuss about a few things, and we're just getting better. I am committed to putting out more content as the days and weeks go on. It's fun. It's fun. I think we'll get better at doing this whole thing. As you can see, the progression is there. I mean, um, the production looks a lot better and nicer these days, and we're just chilling. The idea of this thing is to have some thought-provoking conversations, talk about some fun, casual things, get to know um, each other at times, and kind of build. You know what I mean? Everyone has each one of us have our unique whatever. So, anyways, I'm gonna stop talking so damn much. Thank you. Appreciate Eddie. You got anything?
No, I just appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching, staying tuned, and keeping up with us every Friday. Usually around 9:30 p.m. That's when we like to have our shows because that's a reasonable time. Everybody's had dinner. Everybody's got home. We got Dungaloo Danny in the house, and he's looking live, alive, and ready to rock and roll.
He said, wait,
We're
wait.
already saying bye. We're saying bye.
Not one word. That's a whole 3 words.
I just came here to
Rock
say bye.
and roll. So yeah, again, we appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in to us,
No,
and
we're fishing.
come back again.
We're trying to have
Uh,
parties. We're trying to literally just have parties while we're doing this. You know what I mean?
When we're going fishing.
We're going fishing. None of your damn business. How about that?
Fishing is this Sunday, but no women or girls can come along.
I can become a dyke.
You identify as a man? Is that what I'm hearing?
What?
You identify as a man? You identify.
I could become a dyke
You can.
with makeup on.
what would be Veronica's name or Nani's name if she were a guy?
Nani?
Nano.
It'll be Vincent. Hey, Vinny. Hey, fucking Vinny.
It's so
I think
funny.
I think Eddie's choking.
Vinny, Vincenzo, that would be
Hey,
your name.
Vinny Verga.
Vincenzo. I think that's on The Godfather. Vincenzo. My name is Vincenzo. I just
Vinny
work here.
Verga.
He's the guy that actually helped. I don't know what his name is, but the main character in The Godfather. And before, when they're outside of the hospital, and he's like, "Hey, you, I need your help to move his father from that one bedroom and to another bedroom before they came in."
I always thought he was a little spicy in that scene. Like he kind of overreacted. You know what I mean? No one even. I don't think anybody even came into the hospital. I don't remember. You know what I mean? I don't think so. I don't think nobody came in. I think he was a little paranoid. I guess
I
rightfully so. But like he's like, "Hey, help me!" And all of a sudden he just moves. Like the hospital's so dead that he was able to unhook his father and shit, move him from one room. And I thought that was kind of dumb. That part. You know. Uh,
Maybe in the context of that time frame, maybe it was like that back then.
so dead. The hospital.
Understaffed at night, nobody's there. I don't know.
Hmm. Anyways. Oh my.
Ah,
Oh my fudge.
We
Oh,
are now live
okay.
all over
For
again.
another hour.
All
oh,
right, guys, remember what we said about saying goodbyes? Well, scratch that. We're back.
Oh no.
oh
What
my.
now?
We're back.
All right, so we got a couple new attendees on this. So we've covered over a lot of issues already. We covered over the Texas man looking stuff in the grocery stores. We had a debate over how we felt was that person extreme Karen or noble citizen, and I think the consensus was he was a noble citizen. That kind of fell on some hard times. You know.
Like everything.
Do we agree with the sentence? Let's talk about that. Do we agree with the sentence? He was sentenced
Uh,
Monday to just over a year in prison for this shit.
I think so because
No.
like he sets an
Wait,
example because now other people won't be copycats and try to do the same thing.
wait, he lied about it? It was a
Yeah.
lie?
Look. Christopher
He
Perez told
basically made a
investigators,
false statement.
he's like, hey, bro, I was just trying to scare people in stores to stop them from spreading the virus, keep people safe.
He was just being an internet troll.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, sir, whatever. You got a year in prison for that. Go do your year and think about what you did.
That's
So
that's
I
part of-
guess
that's the cancel culture right there.
Yeah, they're like, sure, buddy, go do a year flat.
I can only think of um, that's somebody trying to suck up to the big man and say,
Hey,
"We're taking you serious, sir.
he
We're
probably had
taking
this,
you very serious.
probably had this
We're not
crazy.
gonna let this happen. We're not gonna let this buy us. This
Hey,
is what we did."
he probably had this crazy nagging husband. We need to do something.
Well, there was a girl that like got in trouble for she had like a TikTok or something and she licked the top of an ice cream and put it back in the container. And supposedly she said that she bought it after and it was just like a troll thing to post it on social media, but she still got in trouble. I don't know what happened to her though. And she literally did it though for camera.
She's
But
in
supposedly
prison.
she bought the container after. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Yeah, actually, I heard about that happening several times. To be honest,
And
I heard
even
it.
Ariana Grande, I don't think she started it, but she licked a donut too. She's another one. And she got like a bunch of backlash for it. That's what I'm saying. I think they're just trying to stop a trend from
She
happening.
Ariana
So
Grande lost 1 million followers out of
just
her
for that, for licking a donut,
51 million followers.
What?
that is a lie.
You get it? So she didn't really lose that many followers because
Oh,
she
for
has
her being
50
allowed.
million followers. I don't know how many followers she has, but
For licking a donut?
oh,
It
I
was
just
a
made that
joke.
up.
He was joking. Andrew.
Oh,
Andrew was gonna cry.
What is he saying? I just did that.
I'm gonna hang
Wait,
up.
where'd he go?
I'm gonna hang up. Oh, yeah, I'm tired.
Bye.
what?
Oh my God, that's why you have a naked man in your room. You have a naked man in your room.
Is that the chupacabra?
Is it Juan or who is it? Oh, hello. Where are your clothes? You're supposed to be wearing pajamas.
That's her freaking human sex trafficking slave. We just saw her freaking her Cambodian freaking human trafficked slave.
You see him like slither away like freaking Smeagol.
Yeah. He's all chained
Master,
to
I'm
the,
sorry.
he's all chained to the floor right now and shit.
Oh my gosh.
Look at him. He's all chained to the floor, crying and shit. He just got finished scrubbing the whole house.
Do you work tomorrow, Veronica?
Yeah, too, though. But I'm tired still. I worked all day. Get out!
Dude, this happened in Lake Elsinore.
What happened? Come say hello.
She doesn't lick it.
Yeah, look, she's gonna lick it. Oh wait, hold on. I think he's like daring her, I guess. Oh, he licks it too, but only she gets in trouble. Ella, you have to go to the room.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Shocking, dude.
There was another video where it was like more obvious that she like licked it. Okay. Go.
I'm shocked. That's bizarre. Why would she?
I wonder how old that video was.
It was in Lake Elsinore. Oh wait, what's going on over here? Who's that?
Why is she smiling?
Oh, it's my aunt. Hello.
Yeah, but why is she smiling? I don't get it.
Because she sees me. Everybody smiles when they see me.
Oh, that's a good one, Bella.
Bam. Andrew will be back. He's taking Ella back to her cage. Just kidding. Before somebody tries to report us or something.
My God, I was about to say.
What is it? What happened?
He's
What is
putting
that?
Bella. He's putting Ella back to her cage.
Chaining her to the wall, chaining her to the ground like Nani's freaking.
Yeah, because otherwise she'll do that. She'll do more scribbles all over the place.
Did she just do that right now?
Right now, no. She did it like
Oh.
a week ago. We have a tub of paint. We keep repainting it every now and then. Why is it zoomed in?
We're zooming
No.
in to the issue at hand.
And then my dirty clothes too. Everything's right there. Literally my dirty laundry.
Oh no, your hair's not done.
Oh, that's fine. It's never done.
Mine neither, man. I keep messing up my hair. That's why I keep having to shave it.
I messed up my hair also.
Anyways, so that's crazy. Ariana, I didn't know she did that, but bless her heart, dude. She's been through a lot,
Yeah, I'm a fan of her. Like, I have nothing bad to say about her. Nothing.
Who do you have something bad to say about?
Ooh.
In the music industry or in general or what?
Britney Spears. I'm just gonna throw that out
Talk
there.
about Jennifer Vasquez. What's going on with that? What's going on with her?
That's my aunt, and
She get any recent DUIs? She have an unpaid parking ticket? There's no
all the time.
No, she's as nerdy as I am. So she's me.
Uh,
Just,
Is she like the Mexican version of you?
yes, the Mexican version of me.
So she's as nerdy, but just Mexican.
Yes,
Hmm.
pretty much. Yeah. So that
Hmm.
makes me the vanilla version, I guess.
Hmm.
really?
You should ask her. Ask her what she likes.
What do
Why
you
don't you
like?
just invite her on the show? Send her the link.
Okay. Well, can you guys send me the link?
No, I'm scared now.
Why? Well, she's nice. I mean, when she has her makeup on, she could be a little bit intimidating, but she's really nice.
We haven't even met her, and she is still intimidating.
You know, we'll keep her for a special guest on Friday.
I might be out with her actually that night because it's my birthday, so we're gonna go out somewhere. She's
How old
taking
are you turning?
28. So yay!
Damn, girl, you're a young buck.
I suppose. Yeah, I met Andrew when I turned 21.
I can still smell the Similac on your breath.
Similac? Yuck! No. What? No. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel that young, but I guess
How old is Andrew?
he's gonna be 30 next year in January. So he's like 2 years older than me, something like that.
Dude, guess how old I am?
Well, you think I'm young, so I'm guessing you're in your late 30s.
100. Wrong.
Yeah, late 30s, no? Something
Put a
like
number on it.
that. 38.
Wow, on the
36?
money.
Well, I don't know because I don't know. Your gray hair is like it's hard to
Too
tell, to be
deceiving.
honest.
Deceiving.
I'm 37.
Oh, okay, almost there then. 1 year off. I mean, I could have
Treinta
seen
siete.
You don't look a day over 35.
But yeah,
I'm freaking 37, dude.
I think that's around.
When I was a little kid, there was this
And now a short story with Jason.
actually I think it was Gilbert. Gilbert put a curse on me. He did some kind of Ouija board, and the Ouija board told him I was gonna die when I was 17.
What the heck? You guys really play
Bullshit
with
ass
that?
Ouija
Ugh.
board. He probably was
Shocking.
he was probably talking to some drunk ass ghost that didn't know shit and just playing around.
Or he was just trying to scare you.
Well, no, he told my mom. My mom freaked out about it. So my mom took me to a church and had some pastor lay hands on me and pray the curse away. I guess it worked.
Yeah, I
Wow.
wouldn't mess with the
power of prayer.
board. Well, one
Yeah.
time I dreamt that my brother died in Disneyland. So I just vented out to him like, "Oh yeah, I had a weird dream. I dreamt that you died like in Disneyland." Until this day, I don't think he's like ever visited. That was like when we were kids too.
You know, I
He
did the
freaked
Ouija
out.
board. I did the Ouija board when I was like 11, 12 years old. I was young and I was at someone's house and we did the Ouija board and I asked it when I was gonna die and it said it was like I think it was age 62 of like cancer or something like that. But check this out. That's the age that my dad died of cancer.
Oh wow, what the heck? But like, so obviously you had to like spell it out each little thing on the
You
board.
just,
Never
put your
played.
finger on the stupid thing and ask questions and the shit.
Share my screen.
Oh.
There's nothing to share.
Obviously.
Abort.
Can we all play?
Yes.
No, thank you.
Free to use. Ask the spirits question.
Okay, let's go.
So this was basically it, right?
Yeah. Where'd Bella go? Let's go. Let's ask.
Did she really leave? Ask the spirits a question. So
Okay,
is this how it
let's
works?
start typing. Yes, let's start typing.
No, thank you. I'm gonna sage this while you guys play. I'll just
Sage
be a
this? Oh, that's a good one.
spectator.
Okay,
All right,
let's see.
type. Let's say what color is my eyes? Is Jason's
I'm gonna
eyes.
say no.
Ask. Oh man, it's moving. Oh my god. So it says, follow the planchette to reveal the answer. Wait. F.
You?
You? Wait, T? Future? Future. H. What the hell? A.
Future ham.
Future. Haze?
Has
Hazy?
been.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're playing. That's it.
Future hazy.
That's what color your eyes are. Future hazy.
Do you have
Okay.
hazel eyes?
Now let's get a close up of your eyes.
There's a yes and no, so we can ask yes or no. No, it said
What did you have to
it
go
was
through?
wrong. It thought we were asking a question about the future, so it said I can't. We don't know. It's hazy. It didn't give me a color. It just didn't work.
Should we try it again or what?
You got a drunk spirit like I did.
I ain't part of it.
Dude,
Let's
that
try
was
it again.
weird. I've never played that game in my life.
Let's try it again.
I never will.
I feel the spirits coming in.
Mary's doing it again?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's taking us
Oh,
too long.
I can't even see it.
Okay, here we go. So, follow the planchette to reveal. Where does it say? It's a vague question. Oh, so just a yes or no question. Okay, I get it. So, do I don't know. What do I ask?
Oh, it doesn't work.
Oh,
I can't painting. I can't paint now.
here. Buddy. Oh. Look, the little one.
Hold on.
I think she said the cat's painting.
Did I say
So
that?
she,
No,
so
I
she,
didn't.
so she
Playing.
blamed it on the cat.
Oh yeah, she's playing with the little string. The cat. Like a thing. Please.
Trying to find a Ouija board.
Like a different game or a real one? Don't we sell it at Target now?
We have to light the pentagram in candles though for it to work.
I know there's certain steps, but I don't know exactly what you have to do. You have to like open the circle and then close the circle with like the same people that are playing or something like that.
Let's do it.
What's a different one?
Pine white. Pine will. Pine will see. Pine will convey. Converse. Don't do it. Pine will convert. Oh, so are your eyes green? Questions. Quiz. Queer. Quiet.
Pine will convert quiet. That doesn't
Oh
even make sense.
no. So I don't know if you guys caught it earlier in the show, but around the 2-second mark of when we started tonight, there was shots fired outside of Jason's window.
No.
We were all worried for his life.
Oh, what the heck? No. I don't think
If
we
you
were
guys
on
go
yet.
back to the 2-second mark, you'll start to hear like bah, like loud gunshots.
Oh
And
gosh.
so at first we were all questioning it, and then all of a sudden it was like we were for sure, it was certain that that was a gunshot, multiple actually.
What's the difference between a gunshot and a firework? I know there's a difference, but I don't know which one's which.
The resonance of sound.
Do you know which one's which?
Yes.
May you tell us?
I can't explain it. That means I don't know.
Oh, because I know that one echoes more or something supposedly. I just don't know which one's which. One supposedly echoes more than the other. Something like. Let me Google this.
One is more likely to be followed by sirens.
And a scream
Maybe
in that
not.
sequence. It's like a shot and then woo and then ah. One goes pop, the other goes boom. Ooh, excellent description.
I think that one's. It doesn't even make sense. The answers.
Switch the control to auto and see if it's faster.
I did.
It says there's a traditional board, a modern, and a lottery. What does that mean?
Means you can play the lottery and win.
We could gamble.
It'll give you the magic numbers.
That's
Ooh, we
bullshit.
should do our what's it called? The zodiacs? They're in the bottom. Oh, there we go. What is your sign? Next is gonna ask for your social.
God.
Wants to know everything. Oh, it's not a free one. You have to like send your email and all that. It's a trap.
Is that a thirst trap?
No, it's a psychic trap for money.
This is the beginning of Insidious?
Not for me. I'm not part of it.
You know what, Bella? You're a part of it, whether you like it or not.
I already saged my house and I cleansed it.
What's that do? What does the sage do?
This house is
Tell us
clean.
about that ancient ritual, the witchcraft
you don't
speak
realize
of.
is that the sage is actually a curse.
It's witchcraft.
It's witchcraft.
Witchcraft is all about intention. And my intentions
Well,
are
your
good.
intention is not.
My intention is goodbye, everybody out. So it's good.
How do you know that? What if
I believe it.
What if the spirits in their life, in their time, in their existence, what if you're doing them a moral wrong by banishing them away? How would you like it if you were a spirit so you kept getting banished away by some bullshit ass smoke?
Well, hopefully I get the point after a while.
You seem like the evil one in that respect, wouldn't you say?
No.
In a sense.
No, I deserve my space. The world is big. The earth is big. Space is big. The spiritual world is big. They don't have to be in my house.
How do you know? How do you know it's big?
Because that's what I believe and that's what I feel.
So that's the biggest question, because there's a lot of unknowns.
It's what you believe, but not what you know.
It's the same thing like religion. You're very religious. You believe in God, but you don't know if he's there. You don't know if he's listening.
Yeah, but I have higher probability that he does exist rather than that he doesn't.
That's not necessarily true, though.
It is true.
That
I think that there's more evidence to say
depends
God.
on what your view on religion is, even if you believe or not.
So religion is separate, but the general belief in God, I believe that there's more There's more evidence to support the existence of God than the non-existence of
Well,
God.
that's arguable though.
I'm agnostic and I'm spiritual, so there's probably a higher probability that whatever I believe in could be the
We
right
can't
one.
hear you.
Just
Oh, I can
because.
hear you, Bella.
Can
Sorry.
you hear me now?
No, I could hear you, but not Jason. I just wanted to hear
I'm
both of
not
you guys
saying
argue at
that
the
like
same
Oh,
time.
this religion is true or that religion is true. I'm just saying that like an all-powerful, omniscient, all-loving, or all benevolent um, being. I think there's more to say that that does exist as opposed to it not. As opposed to everything just being existing around you by random chance, I think it's less likely for that occur than for a higher power, a higher being
well,
to
even in
exist.
religion, they tell you if you feel uncomfortable, what do they tell you? To pray. And that's technically my way of praying. I feel
Yeah,
uncomfortable,
but so again,
then I
religion
pray.
is different from a belief in God, or for having. Um,
But a religion is the belief in a God.
no, it's not. If I believe that
It's not a
that God
philosophy.
exists, that doesn't mean I'm
Philosophy.
religious. That just means that I believe that God exists. If I subscribe to a series of tradition and activities in belief of that God, then you could call that religion. But just believing that a being greater than myself exists doesn't make me religious, or doesn't make me to fall into religion at all. Religion is a series of practices, of traditions like sacraments and Catholicism and whatever, all these things. It's how to pray, it's when to pray. All these things make up a religion, but just believing in God
So,
or a higher
so what's
power
your
is
original
separate.
your argument then? You said
Belief in
that.
God. No, like,
Oh, I know. Well, I believe in God.
but
I'm I'm agnostic. I just don't have a designated religion, but I
if you're
believe there's
agnostic,
a
then you
higher
don't know if
power.
God's. If you're
No,
agnostic, then you don't know.
agnostics believe that there's a chance of a higher God. So, like I said, I don't have a designated religion. I don't know for sure like what is what, but I believe that there's a chance that there's something else out there, and I'm very spiritual about it.
When
So,
you're agnostic, you just don't know, right? So you can be
mm,
agnostic towards. Well, that's what it means. It means the lack of knowledge. Look up the definition of agnosticism or
A
agnostic.
person who believes that nothing is known or can be
No, no,
known
no.
of
It's
the
not.
existence or
It's
nature of God. I'm looking up the definition.
well,
Or of anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith nor disbelief in God. So it's unknown,
yeah.
right,
undecided.
right. You don't know.
So I
So
don't have a religion, but I'm very spiritual, and I respect
so
those that are
skeptical.
around me. Skeptical? No, I just don't have a religion. I came
Okay.
from a Catholic family. It just didn't sit right with me. It didn't speak to me, and but I respect it. I'm very comfortable with that
So, but you
religion. But
believe in a God. But you believe in
I
God.
believe I believe that, like I said, I'm very spiritual. I believe in. I'm very open minded about things. So I nitpick from like different things that I could see
If you so,
a
so
way
why
to
do
live
you believe in
a way
God?
to live my life. Yeah, I could say I believe in God.
Because
So
there
that
has to be
makes you.
hope for
So that would make
humanity.
you. So if you believe in God, then you have certain reasons or foundations to support that. So that would mean that you're not agnostic because you believe in God, but it does mean that you're skeptical, or you don't subscribe to any sort of religious values
Hmm.
to a God. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Now,
Pretty much.
and I totally hear you on that. Like for me, when I use the word agnostic, I say that I do not believe there's a God, nor that I don't, nor do I not believe that there could be a God. I don't know. I'm basically
Well,
saying
your
I don't know
definition is
either way.
wrong.
So that's more of an atheist,
No, no.
right? Like,
Atheist means I do not believe in God altogether.
period.
Yeah, period. Agnosticism is
Okay.
I do not know. I'm not sure either way.
Okay.
Atheism is like atheism. It's without God, right?
Mm.
And so you are certain essentially that there's no God if you're an
Mm.
atheist. Or well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, you could try to use a term to say that. Um, you just don't subscribe or believe in a God, but it's a little different. That's more closer to
Well,
agnosticism, to be
yeah,
honest.
that's why when someone asks, I usually just say I'm a spiritual agnostic because that means I lean more towards there is a God. Because it's more, it's for me,
See,
being
being
agnostic is
spiritual
like
is
a
different from
spectrum, sort
believing in
of.
God. You can be spiritual and be atheist. And here's what I'm saying.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to believe in God to
Yeah,
be
what are you
spiritual.
saying?
I'll tell you, you don't need to be. You don't believe in. You don't need to believe in any God to be spiritual. And let me give you, for instance, I have I have a spiritual experience sometimes just looking at the stars. I have this state of wonder, this state of awe that I experience sometimes when I just look at the stars, or when I look at art, or look at fine art, or listen to good music. I can have a spiritual experience from those activities. I don't need to
mhm.
believe in God to experience that. I can
Oh,
have a spiritual experience from meditation, getting to know my inner self and becoming more aware and in tune. I can have spiritual experiences without believing in any God. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think you can be spiritual without and be atheist. You can be agnostic toward the idea of God, but still live in a world with these spiritual experiences, as I highlighted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
makes
think
sense.
that they both run together. Is what I'm saying. I think you can successfully separate them.
Yeah,
And I think it's good if
I
you
mean,
do, to be honest. You know what I mean?
mm, yeah, to an extent, yeah.
Because I think people get caught up in the idea of you can only be spiritual to believe in God too much, to where it doesn't. I don't think it benefits as much as it could, because you get put on the fence. You're either on the side of whatever religion teaches you, or you're not, and you're always sort of like, it's almost like, growing up in a Spanish household but not speaking Spanish.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You're always kind of like,
Oh, I
you
didn't grow
know,
up like that, so I don't know.
well, it's you're always kind of like not necessarily the outcast, but you struggle a little bit. People think family members can. I grew up that way. So many, not family members, but so many people around me made everybody made fun of me because I was Mexican and didn't speak Spanish growing up.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's almost like that. When you claim to be spiritual but not subscribe to a God. That's why I'm saying it's. I think it's important to be able to separate the two. That you can be spiritual and leave the whole religion God part out of it. That's
Yeah.
why I'm highlighting that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And
No, yeah,
so,
I was lucky that my family, they're very open-minded about everything. Like, yes, they are Catholics. They do go to church every now and then, but
just culturally
it doesn't
Catholic
it doesn't
moderates.
run their lives or anything like that. And they're very open to me being different. Like, I was always open since I was younger that I didn't believe in Catholicism. I didn't go with it, and they were fine with it. They didn't like my grandma didn't like tattoos, but at the end of the day, what I did with my body, she didn't mind it, if that makes sense. Like, it didn't run their household and how
I'm
to
not
do things
sleeping.
day to
It's just
day.
my breathing.
Yeah, no,
Well, I can't really hear that well with the volume because I don't have earphones or anything.
no, yeah. But a lot of people are like that. A lot of people that claim to be religious, not claim, but that are religious. A lot of them are what they call moderates that are like that. A lot of them are just, it's cultural, not even moderates. It's just a cultural upbringing. You know what I mean? You go to church on
Mhm.
Sunday, you go to church on every major holiday because it's cultural. You don't really adhere to the sacraments. You're not doing catechism. Maybe your parents, you know what I'm saying? No one's, all these things, they're just, like, as you mentioned, just religious, and it's just cultural. You just do it. There's a lot of things like that are still done today. Just like, for instance, quinceañeras. Quinceañeras are what they are. It's a young girl turns 15 and is considered a woman, able to be married off and do her own thing. But in the
Yeah.
United States, it's not looked upon as that. That would be crazy if that was actually what was taking place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Anyways, a lot of the things, it's just cultural. It really doesn't have as much weight as it used to, and it's just done out of almost redundancy. You know what I mean? But it's like that everywhere too. I met a lot of people that were Jewish by culture, but they didn't adhere to any of the tenets or nothing like that. They were just Jewish by culture, by family, by upbringing, you know, and
Yeah,
really didn't
people
adhere to
find
any of it.
comfort in what they know and what they grew up in, so it makes sense. That's why I said like I'm very comfortable with like Catholicism and stuff. Like if they invite me to go to church, I'll go. For the sake of my grandparents, I baptized both my kids, but I'm not a Catholic. I don't consider myself Catholic, even though I was baptized in that church. I did my first communion. I grew up in a private school, Catholic school, and everything, and so I'm comfortable with that. It's just I'm not bringing that into my life now as an adult as much. Like exactly what you said. It's more by comfort and culture versus what I practice every day.
So, which means that the whole process of baptism, not, I mean, not trying to talk out or anything, but really was almost worthless in a spiritual sense. But in a cultural, familial sense, it had a lot of meaning. But spiritually,
It's
it was,
supposed to wash away all the child's original
yeah. But
sin
if
and
you
invite them
don't believe in
to
it,
Catholicism.
but if you don't
No,
believe in it,
but I
you know
respect
what I mean?
it. And in the name of my grandmother, I did it
Right.
for her too. So I respect it very like a lot. I will never badmouth it or anything like that. And I may not believe in it completely, but like you said, it had a different meaning for me because since I respect it so much, I did it so that way my grandparents would be happy that I did that.
Do
Like,
you feel as though, as like, there's any other value to it aside from like family, like um, appreciating you doing it? Like,
well,
do you feel like there's a
um,
chance that the sins were washed away?
in in a sense, I mean, it does mean a lot to me because like in a sense, it was more just like tradition. I did it. I was baptized there in the same place that my kids were. So it was just tradition. All the kids in my family were baptized in that church. So it was just a nice feeling to add to that tradition with my family because I don't really have many. So that was one of the things that I could do for in the name of my grandparents because one of them has already passed. So it was just something for me to do to feel more connected to her in a way.
Real
So
quick, real quick. There's a problem now. Just not with you, Bella, but Eddie.
falling
Put in
asleep.
put in just agnostic.
Oh,
Put in just the word agnostic, not spiritual agnosticism. That's why you're not coming up with the whole lack of knowledge thing, like the whole I don't know, because you're putting spiritual agnosticism. Look up just agnostic, the word agnostic.
I already did, and I read it word for word,
Did
verbatim.
you put it in there? I want to see it. Anyways,
You're the
well, either
problem.
way, he looked up spiritual agnostic, and that pretty much sums up what I am. So, regardless, I understand what you're saying, though. It just depends on, I guess, the spectrum of where you are on agnosticism. So, yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, listen, that was fundamentally my whole problem with Catholicism, even growing up, is that that's where that's all it is. It's just um,
Yes.
I'm just reading the thing right
Oh,
there. That's an interesting definition of it. Where's that from? Merriam-Webster, or who put that one on there? Who's that from?
The Catholic's Guide to Religion.
Yeah, so that's why. Look up like just a
It's
normal.
Google.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
it's Bing dictionary from whoever they source their definitions from.
I want to know the breakdown of it. Yeah, yeah.
So it's important to know that what you guys are talking about is not a simple topic. I
nope.
mean, something that scholars have debated about time and time again, and the end result is, okay, I respectfully agree to disagree.
No,
Um,
that's absolutely not what's going on. No, I'm just kidding. Um,
Okay, I'm ready to fight.
no. The problem I always saw with Catholic was that it's just that just a series of it's so structured, it's so religious, it's so I mean, there's sacraments and there's this, there's that, and there's other. Just there's a continual. I can't even remember or list to name all the different things you got to do just to do something like, just to get baptized. You know what I'm saying? Just to
Oh,
get your kid baptized, what you've got to confirm and what all these things, whatever.
just show up
And
with your
if
ID.
you were to say if you were to tell the priest that you didn't believe in Catholic, then he wouldn't baptize your kid.
Probably
You know
not.
what I'm saying? Yeah, which he shouldn't because it doesn't even make any sense. You know,
Mhm.
but anyways, it's become so structured and so systematic like that that it has seriously turned it into just a cultural thing. The spiritualness of it has died out, and to where nothing even makes sense with it. Like I never ever 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 found a single verse in the Bible. Not only did I not find a single verse in the Bible, but you could find plenty of them to speak against the you know
Excuse
having
me.
graven
Bless you.
images and idols. You know what I
COVID.
mean? I never understood. I never understood why Catholics
The
insisted
Karens are gonna get me.
insisted on having graven images everywhere. Like how they insist on like nailing Jesus to a cross on display for everybody to see. In every single thousands of churches, I never understood why they. I never understood why they insist on praying to the Virgin Mary. I mean, I get it in a sense, but I just don't understand why. Like, what I never, I could never accept it. I always thought that was so bizarre, and even revering other saints, even making people saints, and sort of like even praying to them. Like what isn't I'll have to look it up, but isn't there one specific saint? Maybe it's Saint. I forget which saint it was. That was if you forget something, you pray to this saint and he'd help you remember it. And like
Um,
I forget what saint it
I
was that
don't
would
know.
help you
There is
find your
different
car
things for
keys.
different things.
Yeah, and I always thought that was so ass backwards. There's nothing in the Bible that supports that. It's actually a million times over, against that behavior. A
Well,
million
on the
times over.
flip side, I'm just against the Bible in as a whole,
The
regardless
Bible
if it's
has
a
the
Christian
Bible has a lot
Bible
of good content, but
or
there's a lot of
Catholic.
horrible stuff. You know what I mean?
It's a
The
lot
Bi-
of contradictions and stuff. That's why I could just never get with it.
that's like what?
I could just never get with it. Like it just wasn't for me.
No, I hear you.
Regardless, yeah.
There's a lot of, you know what? There's a lot of contradictions. I would say in the New Testament. The New Testament is riddled with, well,
It's
some
because like
stuff.
in my head, I just feel like just be a good person. Don't kill. Don't smack no one. Do what you got to do every day.
You know what they
Be a
call that?
good person and
You know what they call? They call it more moralistic therapeutic deism.
yeah,
Like
that sounds like the way to go because like it's pretty like people know what's good and what's bad. Like they know they don't need a book to tell them. And if you need a book, then something's wrong.
you need a book. Everybody needs a
Yeah,
book. You need a book to figure out how your TV works. You know what I mean?
yeah, but
You need
not
a book.
to know whether or not to kill or to be mean to someone because you feel that in your heart when you're
So
mean to
that's
someone and you do something you're not supposed to. You feel that. And when you're if you decide to build your TV without that book, you know when it's going wrong if it won't turn on.
But you
You
don't know
know?
what's going on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if I guess maybe I just don't need that book. I don't really in my life I just never luckily I'd never have. So I mean, maybe
Lucky
just
you have never needed it, or you read
mm-mm.
it.
No. I mean I just
Well,
stay
it's
home.
not
I don't do
something.
nothing. I don't have drama. I don't have problems. Like I don't know.
Yeah. So to the Bible. Well, I'm saying because it's funny because the way you see it is you don't need the Bible until you have a problem.
I guess because like well, I don't know cuz like
That's
be
fine. I
nice
just
to
think it's
others.
funny
Just
for a second.
do good in the world, and you should be fine. But that,
There's
like
a
I said,
religion.
I
There's a religion
respect
that
other
supports that.
religions. I
It's
just
called Jainism.
don't understand it. Huh?
Jainism.
What is that?
Jainism is the one religion that's like totally altruistic. It's like the one religion. It's the only religion that I can think of that is completely altruistic. I mean, they go so far as to. I mean, there's this absolute. It's there's zero violence. They advocate for absolute, complete zero violence. It's like that's if we talk about
Like
a peaceful religion,
like
that's
the
going to be it. Huh?
Buddhist kind of people,
No.
because I think they can't even kill bugs, if I'm not mistaken. I know, but they're not religion. They're more they're more of a philosophy. But I think they believe in that too. Like they don't even kill like bugs or anything. I can't go that far. I hate bugs. I'm gonna kill them all. But I heard about that.
Yeah. Jainism is. I'm looking up right now.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's just the whole. The emphasis is nonviolence. The three main pillars of Jainism are nonviolence, non-absolutism, and non-attachment. And look at their emblem
Mm.
for
Oh,
being
okay.
nonviolent.
I did hear that the swastika used to be okay. That makes sense now.
Interesting, huh?
I didn't know it belonged to them. I have heard about that though, that they stole the symbol, and yeah, now it is what it is.
Five main vows: nonviolence,
Hmm.
not stealing, sexual continence,
What does
and
that mean?
I don't know. Let's see.
Like I would assume like abstinence
Oh,
until you're married. I'm guessing.
Ability to control movements of bowel and bladder.
the heck?
So I figure
Oh,
some sort of self-control,
Andrew
most
won't be able to.
probably.
Oh, wait, what do you mean sexual? What does that mean then?
Reserved, also known as sexual continence, a form of sexual intercourse in which the penetrative partner does not attempt to ejaculate within the receptive. Wow, but instead attempts to remain at a plateau phase of intercourse. Oh, fucking madness.
Well, what is?
Oh,
So
Don't
I
scroll
think
past this.
I think I strongly believe that in order to get a better
avoiding the
understanding,
stimulation, it is a distraction from the death grip syndrome wherein the male has no volition of emissionless state. Wow, that's insane.
Sorry, you were
Anyways,
saying, Eddie?
so Jainism is out now.
yeah, I was
Kidding.
just gonna say we just have to put ourselves in that time frame, whatever the time frame was that the religion was prevalent, and think back to I don't know how they were thinking and operating their daily lives and put ourselves in their situation, I guess, to get a better context of why they would have that religion at, like, I guess, at the highest value at that time.
Well, that makes sense because back then maybe it wasn't as obvious what was good and bad versus now. Because now we know we're exposed to everything, so we know now. But that makes
So,
sense. Back then they
well,
didn't have.
I agree with that to an
Yeah.
extent because I think no matter, I think from the beginning of time, everybody knows that raping, torturing, and killing kids is bad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We don't need progressive. We don't need a million years to go by to recognize that that is wrong.
So that's another argument, though.
Huh?
Well, because humans are technically animals, and like in the caveman
Because
times, I who knows how they would be? Because I mean, not to sound weird, but animals rape each other all the time, regardless of
Yeah, but
their
see, the difference
bloodline and
between them
stuff.
and us, there's a see, they don't have knowledge of self or they don't have self awareness.
Yeah. No,
So
I know,
for
but I
them,
meant like back then. Like, what about the cavemen? Like, did they have that? Like, you
yeah.
get me? Like,
Well, there wasn't. I don't know if it was. I don't know. I don't think it was actual cavemen, so to speak. I forget what early man
Neanderthal.
the name of it. No, I think well maybe earlier,
There's different types. I don't know.
but I think since when man separated when the ape went turned into a man, when it went down that evolution pathway to man, I think there was self awareness. You know what I'm saying? There was that's when it took place at some point. It was self-awareness.
I have a quick question. I'm just curious. So because you identify as Christian, right? So do they acknowledge like evolution and creation that way?
Not all of them. There's young Earth creationists, and then there's old Earth creationists. And the old Earth creationists, well, old Earth creationist just means that Christian believes that the Earth or the universe or the Earth is older than 6,000 years. Um, and that would imply that they also would believe that evolution to some extent is true. Um, as far as what the actual time frame and how it actually occurred, the jury's still out on that. I believe. For me, I don't see anything wrong with believing in evolution and believing in Christianity. To be honest, I don't see anything. I don't see how believing in both. I don't see how either are incompatible with each other.
Yeah.
I never understood that. You know what I mean? Why you couldn't be a Christian without believing in evolution? You know, I don't think. I mean, I don't have a problem with the notion that God could have been involved in that process too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with that. Um, as far as Adam and Eve concerned, the jury's still out on that. I don't know if all humanity came from two beings, but there's some books. There's some books that talk about it. There's a guy named William Lane Craig. I think he's in the middle of writing a book called the something Adam. I think the original Adam or something. And I think he's almost done with that.
What do you believe, Eddie?
What do I believe? Oh, the historical Adam. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. Honestly, I don't really think that Adam and Eve really took place. I don't really believe it. I think that book is more of like, it's not historical. It's not written to be historical fact. I think it was written to more be like the Psalms. The Psalms are written like in like as a poem. You know what I mean? And I think that I don't look at Genesis to be historical fact. You know what I mean? I really don't. I don't really see it that God creating the world in 7 days. I don't see it. I don't see that to really be what it's saying. You know what I mean? I think it's more. I wouldn't say actual poem, but I think it's written similar to that. It's more figurative than anything else. I don't think it should be looked at as an actual historical document at all.
I see it as like mythology from the Greeks. Like they use different little myths to describe their day-to-day lives, like to try to explain like what goes on. And I don't know, I feel like stop it. I feel like it's something like that where it's just them trying to explain with can you quit it? Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties. Andrew, grab the gremlin.
Yeah, no, maybe so. I mean, I think it's interesting. I'm not totally sold on it, but I think the Bible has a lot of horrendous things. There's a lot of things in there that just make me sick to my stomach, and there's a lot of good things that come out of it too. I think the Book of Judges is probably one of the most horrible books I've ever read in my life. If you ever read the Book of Judges, you will you'll be shocked. Episodes like what happened to Lot and his daughters, where the Bible says that Lot's daughters got him drunk and then had sex with him, so that they can procreate. They can procreate or something like that. I forgot. And
What the heck? I have never heard of that.
I'm more inclined to think that he raped his daughters than that he was drunk and they took advantage of him.
Yeah, that seems.
I think it was a cover up. I think Lot raped his daughters and that's it. I think that they could have convinced him to do that sober, in a way. I don't think those. I don't buy like they conspired to get him drunk so they can screw him. I mean, he could have been thinking the same thing they were thinking in terms of procreation, and it could have been an agreeable situation rather than let's get him drunk and bone him while he's sleeping. So like he actually raped him, and they wrote it down as they did it to him.
I wouldn't doubt it.
There's another story where I don't know. I can go for days on just horrendous stuff there, but there's good content too. I mean, when Jesus came and radicalized the whole thing, and I think his message was good. I think Jesus was a good dude, a good man. I really do. I really don't have any issues there with him. I think he was genuine. I think he, was. There's a couple of parts that were kind of questionable where he says clearly, I didn't come to bring peace, but to bring a sword.
Oh,
And different things. But he did some other things that really paved the way for Christianity to be what it is today, and in terms of not as violent and not as crazy as it was back in like the Middle Ages and stuff, and the Crusades and things like that, and the Inquisition and stuff. Because just one verse in from him in the Bible, I think, helped out a lot, and it was render to Caesar what is Caesar's, and render to God what is God's. And I thought that was interesting to him because he says it pretty much in essence says go ahead and give the state what they're due, and then give me what I'm due. And I thought that was a real good way to create calmness and peace between the religion and the state. That was cool. You know what I mean? And I thought that the whole turn the other cheek thing was a positive thing. The golden rule thing was great. You know what I mean? A lot of people say that. Some people say that Jesus got his ideas from Greek culture, Greek ideas and stuff like that. The golden rule, things like that. But anyways, an Indian, what do you call it? Like Eastern philosophies and stuff. Like one theory was that he took a trip to India or something low pro before he announced himself as the Messiah. And I think at age 30, and that's how he got so much wisdom because he traveled to the east, further east, to get some philosophy from the Indians. And I don't think that's true, but I think it's interesting because the Bhagavad Gita, I think, was written like 2,000 years before. Man, I think I might be wrong, but I have the book over here somewhere. Um, the Bhagavad Gita is old, older than crap. You know what I mean? Old. And that fascinates me. That shit. Anyways, um, but yeah, I think Jesus helped. Helped, and if it wasn't for people like Martin Luther was crazy too. But Martin Luther, obviously led the Reformation for the Christian Church, which got it to where it is today to some extent, or at least paved the way for it. Um, and it was through him really unraveling what Jesus said and exposing it. Really kind of helped that movement of the Reformation to calm things down, or to at least express what was actually going on in the Bible. Because back then, like Catholicism, the Roman Church ruled and stuff like that. So they were able to, and because of lack of literacy and stuff, people didn't know anything. They couldn't even read the Bible. So they were getting everything from the Pope. There used to be a joke way back when, and I'm saying this like as if I was there, but like the Pope, the common joke was like the only person, bigger than the Pope was God. The Pope had so much power. He was even stronger than a king. You know what I mean? The king would do what the Pope said. And at one point, the Pope was like the most powerful person in any empire. And so, because of lack of literacy in the country or wherever, they were able to say whatever they wanted. They were able to say, if you die, you go to purgatory. It says it here in the Bible. Don't worry about it. Just trust me. And if you want to get out of purgatory, your family get out of purgatory, you got to pay us some alms, and then we'll pray them out of it. But it never, and that's what I'm saying. That's how Catholicism continued on that route of just bullshit. None of it was ever true. None of it was ever in the Bible. It was just bullshit from for years. It was just continuous BS. You know, pray to the Virgin Mary. I don't have a problem with acknowledging her to some extent, or kind of admiring the fact that she gave birth to Jesus, whatever. I don't mind respecting her. I don't have a problem with that. But to pray to her, come on, dude, come on. You know what I mean? It's bad enough that people pray to Jesus, then and I say that because Jesus was a man, but he was his God man, so that's what fits the bill. Mary was neither. She was a woman, a man, whatever. I don't know. I always thought that shit was just so ass backwards. I never understood how Catholics were so die hard and so earnest about it. They were so they're so convictious about that stuff. You know what I mean? When it's like, you can't tell me where it says to do that. None of the sacraments. It doesn't say anywhere to do any of them. It's
And
crazy.
what do you feel about Satanism?
I believe in it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't believe in Satan. I don't believe in Satan, to be honest. I don't believe Satan even exists. I don't see a single word about Satan in the Bible until the New Testament. Until the New Testament. But in the Old Testament, there's nothing. The closest thing related to him is Leviathan. I don't even think it's that. I forgot. But there's nothing. Nothing. There's not even any mention of hell in the Old Testament.
Lucifer.
There's nothing. It's not there. Wait, Lucifer maybe, but it was Lucifer was an angel,
Yeah, loose
and,
bell.
but it's not in the Old Testament. It's in the New Testament, I believe. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no mention of Satan in the Old Testament. There's no mention of hell in the Old Testament. The closest you can get to hell in the Old Testament is Sheol, and it's a place that the Jews believed that you went to, sort of like a state of purgatory until the rapture. I mean, until the second coming of the Messiah. You know what I mean? Until the redemption of mankind, you would stay in Sheol or whatever the hell, for that time. But there's no hell wasn't introduced until the New Testament. Jesus brought up hell. That was it. That's why some people think that Jesus was this good man. At the same time, he's the one that introduced us to hell. He's the one that kind of told us about, Satan and stuff like that, whatever, And before that, it wasn't. There was no actually in Jewish tradition and in Jewish culture, Satan is actually a, a good person because in Jewish culture, Satan brought that balance. It's like without Satan, then you wouldn't sort of like be tested to sort of like to prove your sort of worth or your value to God, to love God. You know what I mean? How could you truly, freely love God without the test of your temperance or you know what I'm saying? Like, so Satan sort of is like held in high esteem in one respect because he
It
actually,
goes back with like yin and yang kind of stuff.
yeah. So Satan is not someone, and you could ask any Jewish person this, and Satan is not someone they dislike. It's actually someone they hold in high regard. It's not a bad thing, you
Yeah,
know.
I've seen the philosophies behind like Satanism. It's not that bad. Like,
Don't hurt kids,
yeah,
don't lie, don't steal. There's what
like
there's
respect your like other people and their bodies and stuff,
there's
like
there's
different stuff like that.
there's 10 commandments. I think not. There's like
I don't know for sure. I don't
no.
know.
There's 10 not commandments. 10
They have
there's
something like that, like
there's
your little
moral.
rules.
I don't know if it's 10, maybe seven. Seven moral guides. It's one of them is even like don't hurt kids. Do not do anything bad to someone unless they do something to you.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
it's
there's
not that
some,
bad.
huh?
It's not that bad. Like people, I guess just well, it
And there
makes
is
sense. Yeah.
and there is no Satan. There is no Satan. Even though it's Satanism, there's no Satan. They're not praying to anybody. They're not praying to Satan. You know what I mean?
Mm,
There's no belief in it. There's no belief in like in a god or a deity by the name of Satan. There's no belief in God. There's no belief in, you know what I mean? It's just a way of, like you said about Buddhism. It's similar in that context where it's just a way of living. It's a tenet. It's a creed to live by, but not necessarily them praying to a god.
mm,
Um, as far as what I understand, it's not. It's less about praying to God and more about how to conduct yourself in the world we live in.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pretty cool.
Which, huh?
That's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. A lot of People need that in this world.
Satanism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching this video on because I guess before Anton LaVey died, he ordained Marilyn Manson as an actual priest of the Satanic Church.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
what the heck?
Marilyn Manson it was ordained by Anton LaVey before he died to be a
Didn't he
priest.
die of cancer?
Anton LaVey, I think so. Yeah, I don't know. Um,
So there was a actually controversial, um, or maybe it was a conspiracy theory on that. Someone says that on his deathbed, he ended up saying, um, basically, that I believe in God, something along those lines. So find that. Tell us.
Who exactly was that man? I've never heard of him before.
Anton LaVey, he was the founder. He wrote the book on the
He was the
Satanic
founder.
Bible.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
can look it up. Yeah, he
Oh,
wrote the
okay.
book, the Satanic Bible.
On my phone.
Yeah. Um, I'm trying to find. Oh, there's 11 rules. I'll show you.
Rule number one.
11 rules of Satanism. Do not give opinions or advice unless you're asked.
Oh, I need that one.
Your troubles to others unless you are sure they want to hear them. When in another's lair, show him respect, or else do not go there. If a guest is in your lair and annoys you, treat him cruelly and without mercy. Do not make sexual advances unless you are given a mating signal. Do not take that which does not belong to you unless it is a burden to the other person and he cries out to be relieved.
The heck?
Acknowledge the power of magic if you have employed it successfully to obtain your desires. If you deny the power of magic after having called upon it with success, you will lose all you have obtained. Do not complain about anything to which you need not subject yourself. Do not harm little children. Do not kill non human animals unless you are attacked or for your food. When walking in open territory, bother no one. If someone bothers you, ask him to stop. If he does not, destroy him. See, the biggest misconception about Satanism, the main, most persistent misconception is that we worship an anthropomorphic or spiritual being known as Satan or the devil. This is false. We Satanists are atheists who adopt Satan as a symbol of passion. You see what I mean? They don't
Oh,
worship
okay.
Satan.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. They don't worship Satan. It's just a way of belief. They don't even believe in God, the devil, anything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is what I was talking about earlier about the difference between atheist and agnosticism. Not to go back to that or anything. I'm just saying
Yeah, because
they
nothing
don't
to do
believe
with
in God. Yeah,
spirituality. It's just how to live.
yeah. They just no.
Oh.
Atheism, Satanism is that, but atheist, they do not believe that God exists. There's no skepticism about it. There's no agnosticism. You know, they just don't believe it. You know, so interesting, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they don't
Very
worship the boogeyman, a horned beast. They don't do anything. It's just a symbol.
just a symbol
How
to
that,
them.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
yeah,
'cause I saw that on Facebook that they were trying to put it into schools. Like this girl wanted to make a, I think it was a teacher actually that wanted to create a club in her school, like a satanic club. And obviously, a lot of parents were giving her backlash. But I mean, if when you put it like this, if more people knew this, I don't think they would be as opposed to it. It's just a philosophy. Like, there's nothing more.
yeah. I need to just put a bunch of stuff in there now. So, no, yeah, because that's just the whole battle between separation of church and state. Satanism will do something like that because conservative Christians will try to push that agenda in schools. So they're like, well, let's just push Satanism in school then. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So
that makes
they
sense.
do it from that angle a lot of times. It's just nitpicking and spiteful type of vindictive behavior on both parties, to
Yeah,
be
pretty
honest.
much.
You know,
Yeah.
but
I think that's why they chose that symbol to begin with. It's something that's very out there.
thought provoking, you
Mm,
know, and it's attractive. It really is. It sends a message. I am not with the status quo. I am different. I do not go. I am not with the mainstream. I am outside all of this stuff, and that's where I want to be. And that's where I want to remain. and I have my own opinions. I have my own beliefs, and I'm steadfast on those.
Yeah, and it's
You
pretty
know.
straightforward. Yeah. Oh, someone had a snack.
Anyways, I really gotta go to bed. It's 12:7. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go to sleep too. Gotta wake
Good
up
talk
early.
though. Thank you for sharing, Eddie. You too, brother. Thank you for the references on there. I like
I gotta
that.
go somewhere.
That's fantastic. Altruistic, showing of disinterest and selflessness concern.
All right. Well, good luck
All
on
right, you guys
Friday.
have a good
I'll
night.
try to be a viewer. And yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
So
We're on the
now
next
let me
one.
share my views.
No, we don't have any time. There you go. You'll
I
be
don't
on
have
the
any.
next one. We're gonna continue this.
Next.
Yeah.
Next one.
All right. On the count of
Okay.
three. 1, 2, 3. I'll see you guys.
Bye.